What is quality of contact in baseball using hard hit rate? Imagine watching a batter swing and wondering how well they really connect with the ball. That's where understanding the quality of contact comes into play. In baseball, this term shows how effectively a player hits the ball, which influences how often they get hits or extra bases. A key way to measure this is through the hard hit rate. This metric looks at the percentage of batted balls hit with an exit velocity of 95 miles per hour or higher. Why is that important? Because balls hit this hard tend to lead to better results like higher batting averages, more slugging, and increased chances of hitting home runs. Hard hit rate started out as a simple way to categorize batted balls as soft, medium, or hard. But now, with advanced technology, it uses algorithms that consider how fast the ball leaves the bat, its trajectory, how long it stays in the air, and where it lands. This makes the measurement much more precise. It applies to both hitters and pitchers, giving a clearer picture of how good the contact really is, beyond just whether the ball was a grounder or a fly ball. When a player has a high hard hit rate, they are more likely to produce hits, extra base hits, and home runs. For example, players with a hard hit rate above 35% often have batting lines around .276 batting average, .356 on base percentage, and .491 slugging percentage. They also tend to have strong isolated power and hit more home runs. On the other hand, players with a hard hit rate below 23% usually have lower batting averages and less power, often indicating they are speed-focused or light-hitting players. It's also interesting how hard hit rate interacts with different types of batted balls. A hard-hit ground ball might not have as high an exit velocity as a line drive, but it still counts if it hits at or above 95 miles per hour. The classification depends on both exit velocity and the ball's trajectory. That's why some players can have high hard hit rates but not necessarily hit many home runs if they hit a lot of ground balls. Looking at both past and present players, hard hit rate helps us compare how well players make contact regardless of era or style. It adds a layer of understanding beyond traditional stats like batting average or slugging percentage. Teams use this metric to evaluate offensive potential more accurately and to identify players who make solid contact more often. In simple terms, the quality of contact measured by hard hit rate is the percentage of batted balls hit at or above 95 miles per hour. It shows how well a player hits the ball and is strongly linked to offensive success. This metric makes it easier to see which players are making consistent, powerful contact and helps teams make smarter decisions about their lineups.